Alright, the next question I often have is this, especially if you are purchasing a HDB. Derek, should I go for HDB loan or bank loan? I will say that there's no right or wrong, but rather there's a lot of factors with different pros and cons that you need to take note of. And then from there on, right, understand what are they all about and decide whether the HDB loan or bank loan is actually more suitable based on your current situation and your needs. So the first factor I'll talk about is interest rates. So of course, HDB interest rate is almost fixed at 2.6 throughout the loan tenure. Whereas for bank loan, right, there's a certain fluctuation. For now, right, we are looking at between maybe 3.2 to around 4%, depending on whether you're getting fixed or floating. Whereas at some point of time, right, I think maybe 2-3 years ago, right, we are looking at interest rate of around 1.1 to 1.2%. So definitely that's fluctuation that you need to take note of if you are going for bank loan. Right, the second factor will be for timeline. So if you are taking a HDB loan, right, you can exercise immediately after you get the valuation report from HDB. Whereas for bank loan, right, HDB will need you to go and get a letter of offer from the bank, which can take between 3 to 5 working days depending on how heavy they are being loaded with their paperwork and admin. So looking at exercise later because you need a letter of offer from the bank. Right, the third factor will be the legal and conveyancing. So if you are taking HDB loan, right, you are able to utilize the HDB legal team, which will cost maybe around $200 to $300. But if let's say you decide to go for private bank, right, you need to get a law firm, right, that's under the bank panel, and it will cost between $2,000 to maybe around $2,800 thereabout. Another factor is the post-completion. So what happens is this: if you are taking the HDB loan, right, if you are able to switch to a bank loan at some point of time, but the reverse is not true. If you are taking a bank loan, right, then you are not able to go for a HDB loan after that. So that is the next factor. The next factor we talk about will be the loan amount. So for HDB loan, right, it will take into account 2 years of your income prior to that. Whereas for bank loan, right, they may take into account your current income. So for some cases where some of the clients actually change their job or change their career path they actually are being paid much more, right, they realize that they are able to get more loans via the bank loan route versus a HDB loan route. So this is an important factor for you to think and consider about. The next one will be risk of default. So of course, if you exercise financial prudency, this shouldn't happen. But generally, I've been seeing that if you're taking HDB loan, they are more lenient. Whereas for bank, right, if you defaulting them, right, they will very quickly start the process of foreclosure. That means they will take back your flat and sell your flat for you. So that's that risk that's involved. The next thing will be payment moving forward. Let's say hey, you suddenly you're 40 or you have a very big fat bonus, you want to use it to offset some of your loans, right? For HDB, there's no penalty, you can just pay it back. But for bank loan, right, if you want to suddenly pay it more, right, that means you want to reduce your interest that you're payable, right, there will be penalties involved. So this is the part that you also need to take note of. But having said that, right, the last part is the subsequent loan. So what happens is this: if you already take one HDB loan, right, the second HDB loan that you are taking, there has a stipulation that half of your cash proceed from your previous sale of your HDB flat must be used for your next utilization of the HDB loan. Which for some people, they sell their flat, they take the cash proceed, they already spend it away. So this can be a deterring factor for them. Whereas for bank loan, right, there's no such issue at all. There's no such rules to say that, you must utilize your cash proceeds and stuff. You can still use your CPF, you can don't use your cash proceeds, etc. So there you have it, the various factors, pros and cons between HDB loan and bank loan. Of course, if you need any help or need any guidance, feel free to reach out to me or DM me. So this is Derek, see ya.